And I think it'd be a little odd or silly to go get lasagna now when we're only on our first cup of coffee. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to finish up my first cup of coffee. I'm going to put my feet up, enjoy the cool air, enjoy the back deck of my buddies, enjoy the birds chirping and the sun shining and the blue sky and the green grass and the cool air and the open day I have in front of me with no set plans. I might go see the movie Oppenheimer. But the open day I have in front of me with no set plans, and count my blessings and be thankful and work through my feelings of sadness and hopefully be thankful more often than I'm bummed, and drink some coffee and get my day started, maybe go for a walk and do some push-ups and sit-ups to get ripped. Because as I said yesterday on my video, I've been down and out for long enough. I've been down and out for long enough, and I need to stop it, and I need to get in a different place. And I'm okay. I'm okay. But yesterday I was extra determined and said by Christmas I'm going to be a beast. And I don't know what that means, but it means in a job with a lot of money, sharing stories of conquering and leaving the stories of survival behind. And as I was saying earlier, and I got distracted. As I got distracted, I was talking about divorce, and I think for a period you're in survival mode. You're in survival mode after divorce, you know. You're not ready to date. You feel cast off from your home, and you're kind of afloat in the sea without a paddle. And that's the way I've felt over the last year and a half. And it's a hard way to feel. And it's a hard thing to deal with a life without a definite purpose. And when I say a definite purpose, I've said it before, I think men tend to define themselves in three ways: by their family, by their career, and by the partying they're going to do with their buddies. You know, they're going to go golfing on Sunday morning, or they got an event to go to on Saturday night. And as a guy that gave up drinking 2 years ago, and a guy that's recently divorced, and a guy that is looking for a new career, to not have any of those three anchors that define us, or that I define myself by, kind of leaves you feeling wistful at times. And I don't think wistful. I'll have to look it up. I'm not totally sure what the definition of wistful is. But I think I've been wistful. Maybe wistful makes a good talk show. Maybe beast doesn't make a good talk show. We'll see come Christmas time when I'm in great shape and I'm, I don't know, on the top of Mount Everest going, hey, the view's pretty nice up here, or on the penthouse. I've lived in the penthouse before. It had a gorgeous view. I lived in one of the coolest one-bedroom condos in downtown Chicago with the most spectacular view of the whole city. Those were the days. Anyone old enough out there to remember All in the Family? Girls were girls and men were men. Maybe we could use a man like Herbert Hoover again. I don't know the rest of the words, but that was quite a show. And if anybody's young out there, younger than me, I'm 54, I was born in 68, and All in the Family probably started in about 1970 and went really the decade of the 70s. I'd recommend finding some All in the Family and watching it, because it's an amazing show. And it's so unpolitically correct, and it's kind of making fun of racism, or, the star of the of the show is a guy named Archie, and he's got a big heart, but he also looks at things in a really old school, kind of racially tinged upbringing that he was probably born in, I don't know, 1920 or something, that somebody of that age would have been brought up at that time. And it's just an interesting show, and it's a comedy, but it's an interesting show, and it talks a lot about, or it has a story to tell about society. And, I don't know. I think it's probably a good show. But anyway, let's have one more sip of coffee. And I so appreciate you. Hey, Marcy, thank you so much for following the Live Creator. Again, I enjoy growing here on TikTok. I started getting monetized about, I don't know, 2.5 months ago. I think it was April 24th. Wow, it's the 22nd. It's almost been 3 months. In 3 months, I think I've accumulated about $100 in revenue. Oh, no, but that's just on YouTube. And there might be another $100 from Reels. So I think in 3 months, I might have made $200 as a content creator. Should put that on my resume. I actually do, digital creator. It's such a big part of who I am and what I'm doing, and part of, I don't know, inspiring, educating, humoring, being silly, kind of part of who I am. It's on my resume. And I don't know. I'm building something. I'm building an audience. I added up my views. I get, I don't know, about 350,000 views a month. And I just now in my head calculated, hey, I made $200 in the last 3 months. That averages to $66.66 a month. You can't exactly retire on that, but it is going in the right direction, and it does grow every day. And I thank you guys for following the host. And I thank you for sharing part of your Saturday morning with me, and for sharing your coffee and listening to me talk. And I hope you had an awesome, awesome night's sleep. I hope you are feeling good on this Saturday morning. Thank you, Ryan. Thanks for joining. And I hope you're feeling good on this Saturday morning. And I hope you are loving yourself, because I know until the last couple of years, and this show could be learning to love myself, because I think for the longest time I had this negative voice in my head that was being mean to me and saying, you're ugly, you're a fool, you're a jerk, you're stupid, you're a failure. Your voice inside your head can be very negative, and can be very negative. And mine was. And over the last couple of years, I'm learning to change my view of myself and feel a little bit better about who I am and what I'm doing and the steps I'm taking, and learning to love myself. And if you're out there with a negative self-image, or your voice inside your head is saying bad things to you, do something about it. And if you need some suggestions, I'd say pop on some positive affirmations. Say a little prayer. Even if you're not a person of faith, say a prayer. Say, thank you, Lord, for the green grass behind me, or the birds chirping, or the audience I have, or the tepid coffee that's in my cup, or the friend that allowed me to come over so I could talk to him last night, or the friends you have, or the family you have, or the love in your heart. There's a lot to be thankful for. So find some things to be grateful for. And yeah. So anyway, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. And again, I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're loving yourself. I hope you are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you. Hey, look at that. Hope to talk to you soon.